Hey there. It is Wednesday. We are going to be doing a 30-minute stretch coming up here shortly. In about 2 minutes we got. You may just want to have a towel around, maybe a small towel if you don't have as much flexibility, so you can loop it around different parts of your body if needed to do the stretching. Yeah, that's about it. Maybe some water nearby. Again, we'll get started in just under 2 minutes. Just have some clear space on the ground. You don't need any equipment. I'm not doing a foam roller this time. I do think we're going to have a foam roller stretch, strictly foam roller stretch in the future. But this one is just going to be a basic one. We are going to hold poses longer than normal, much longer than normal. And so we're going to do fewer stretches, but that's okay. We're just going to focus on a few different places in our body. And we'll get started here in just under a minute. Note to self, don't eat right before you do this. I forgot we were doing this tonight, and so I just had a salad. So my stomach is very full feeling because I had a bunch of water. So we'll make it through though. It's all good. The lighting in here seems kind of odd. Let me see if I can turn on another light. Yes, that looks a little bit better. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to set my timer so we know exactly how long we're going to be in this, because I know not everybody has all night long, so I want to make sure I'm keeping it to 30 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off just getting our body warmed up a little bit. I'm going to move away from here because, boy, I feel really close to you this time. So what we're going to do is I'll try to do everything at an angle so you can see what poses I'm doing. Right now, what I want you to do is just have your hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Your back is flat, your core is up and tight. I should not have worn this as a sweatshirt, but core is up and tight. And what I want you to do is you're going to arch your back, push your back up, exhale, tuck that bum in, let the head drop, stretch that back up, and push it down. And that belly drops, the head comes up, the hips come up in the back. And arch it up one more time. We just want to get our body warmed up for this a little bit. And down. Head is up. Hips up. And now we're just going to flow back and forth between the two. You do your pace, whatever feels comfortable for your body. We're not going fast. We're just trying to warm the body up a little bit. Okay, and you're going to bring it back to neutral. So that neck is in alignment, hands are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. What I want you to do is you're going to take your knees out a little bit further than hip width apart. Actually, I'm going to turn this way. A little bit further than hip width apart. And you're going to bring your heels down over your rear, or your heels. You bring your rear down over your heels. Arms are stretched out. Way in front of you, the arms stay straight. You drop your head between your arms. And just do a few deep breaths. Everything, you want to make sure you're continuing to breathe through all of this. You don't want to hold your breath when you're stretching. Keep breathing. We're going to keep holding these. They're going to be longer hold times, like I said at the beginning. These are all going to be longer hold times. Keep breathing. And I want you to walk your hands over to the left. Your knees and hips stay in place. They stay over your heels. Your hips stays over your heels. You're just walking your hands over to the left. You feel stretched on through that tricep of the right arm down through that armpit, through your back, your waist, gets a little bit into your hips. Keep breathing. Just keep on breathing. And I want you to walk your hands over toward the right. Hips stay back over the heels. Just feeling that stretch down that left arm, the back of the arm, through the armpit, down the side of the body, through the lats, through the waist. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Holding it there. Big deep breath in. Exhale. And now walk your hands back over to center. And bring yourself back up to your hands and knees. Give a nice arch back one more time. And push that belly down. Lift that head up. And back to neutral. I want you to take your left leg out to the side. All right. Now, you all have different flexibility. And so what you're going to do is you're going to, as your left foot is out to the side, show you my feet right here. My left foot is out to the side. The side of my foot is down. So I push that foot out to wherever is comfortable, and I'm feeling a stretch in my inner thigh. To make it deeper, you can then start to sit your hips back just slightly. Well, I shouldn't say just slightly. For me, it's just slightly because that's the knee that I can't bend all the way. So if you want to go back further to feel a deeper stretch on your inner thigh, you can push your hips back further. Keep breathing. Good, keep breathing. And go ahead and bring that back in. And you're going to switch sides. So now the right foot is going to go out to the side. That instep of the foot is what's on the ground. Hands are under those shoulders. And you're pushing that leg out to the side. And then for a deeper stretch, you let yourself ease back to wherever is comfortable for you. If you don't need to ease back at all to feel that stretch, fine, just stay right up here. That's not a problem at all. Every body is different. So listen to your body. For every stretch, every workout, everything you do with me, listen to your body. Keep breathing. And go ahead and bring that back in on your hands and knees. Now we are going to bring your left foot forward. Okay, so my left foot is forward. My right knee is on the ground. I'm going to take my arms up straight and I'm going to slightly lean into it. And I'm going to feel a stretch in that back leg, the front of the back leg as well as the hip flexor, which is where the leg connects to the body. That's where you should be feeling your stretch. Keep breathing. If holding your arms up is too much, you can put your hands down and support yourself. Okay, otherwise your arms are up. Breathe. And you're going to transition and you're going to bring your hips back and that front foot, the toes are going to come up. Okay, you're going to reach forward. Now you're feeling a stretch in the back of that front leg. Again, if putting your arms up is too much, You can support yourself. Otherwise, you're reaching out, pushing those hips back. Breathing. Keep going, holding it right there. Just keep it right there. All right, now bring yourself back up to a regular position. Bring that left knee back down. Now the right knee is going to go up. Okay, we're going to take a big deep breath in, lift our arms, and lean into it. Feeling a stretch in the front of that back leg, in your hip flexor and the front of the leg. This is a stretch I don't do very often for myself because I have torn both meniscus on my knees. I get a little nervous about this one. Okay, now you're going to switch and shift your weight back, bringing those arms in front of you, and the toes go up. Keep it right there. Just keep it right there. Okay. Oops. Keep breathing. Feel a stretch in the back of that front leg. Keep breathing. Good. And you're going to be bringing this back up to neutral. And you have our knee right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring it back down to the ground, however is comfortable for you. That right knee that was up. So here I have this. I have my left leg bent. I'm going to bring my right leg over it. I'm actually going to bring it across my knee. Now, many of you are going to be far more flexible than I am. That's fine. Okay. What you can do then is you are going to look back over your right shoulder. Now, you can take the back of your arm across this leg and pull with that to get your stretch. I hold mine like this. I'm not as flexible. And to be quite honest, I have a little bit of weight in my belly. So that makes it a little bit harder for me to do that. Look over that back shoulder. Keep breathing if you want to put one arm behind you. Give yourself more of a stretch. Keep breathing. And release that. Come back to the front. We're going to uncross those legs. And opposite one is going to cross under. Right leg comes under. My left foot goes over my right knee. Okay. And you're going to look over that left shoulder behind you. Keep looking. You're pulling the whole time, getting that stretch. Breathe. Keep breathing. Keep looking over that shoulder. Pulling. Pulling to look back over. And release that. Okay. While we are here, what I want you to do is we're going to reach out for our toes. My feet are flexed. I'm going to keep them flexed. Okay? My feet are flexed. My back is flat. And I'm just going to walk down my legs, keeping my back as flat as I can to get to wherever I can. And my face is up. I'm looking forward, reaching. If you can get to your toes, great. If you're at your ankles, fine. If you're at your calves, fine. Knees, whatever works for you, keeping your back as flat as you can. Okay? Keeping that back flat. Pushing your face forward. Still breathe. You're flexed. Push the face forward. Every exhale, try to go a little further. So when you take a big deep breath in, you exhale, reach a little further and hold yourself there. Sit there for a couple of big deep breaths. Good. Good, and release that. So the reason I keep my back flat when we do that exercise is when you bend your neck down and you start to curl over, it stretches different parts of your body. And that's not wrong, that's just not what we were trying to stretch right now. So that's why I wanted to keep the back flat, because we were trying to stretch the backs of those legs, which is another reason why we kept the feet flexed. We really wanted to target the whole back of the legs. Okay. We are going to actually transition into a standing pose. I need to move this a little bit. Okay. Yep. Good. Okay. We'll get it. Okay, so what I want you to do is you're going to go ahead and take your right foot behind your left. Okay, right foot's behind the left. My right arm goes straight up. We do this one in my workouts quite a bit. I think it's a very good stretch. My physical therapist had me do it over and over and over again because of my knees. So we're going to do it here. You're going to reach all the way across. So that right arm is up, reaching over. You'll notice my shoulder is back and I can see out. I'm not caving forward, I'm keeping it back. And I'm going to push my hips as I fall over. I'm going to push my hips in the opposite direction that I'm reaching. So my right arm is reaching over and my hips are pushing in the opposite direction. Keep breathing. Breathing, keep reaching, keep stretching, and come up out of it. And release. Uncross that leg. Now we're going to take the left foot behind. Left foot behind, left arm up. That left arm is going to reach over, and the hips are going to push in the opposite direction. Push those hips, keep that arm back so you can see forward, that shoulder doesn't fall forward. Keep pushing. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. And release that. Good. We're going to do a similar stretch, but we're not going to cross the feet. We're going to take that left hand around the right wrist. You're going to bring it up in the air. And what I'm doing is I'm going to pull this over up above my head. So I'm going to pull over. Again, I keep my shoulder back. I'm not falling forward. I want to keep my shoulder back. And I'm going to let my hips fall to the opposite direction. So now that stretch has switched to the upper body a little bit more. I mean, you're still feeling a stretch through your waist and down through your IT band area, but it's really focused on from about mid-torso up. Keep breathing. And bring it back to standing. Now you're going to switch your hands. Right hand around left wrist, reaching up. And you're going to fall to the right side, stretching that left arm over, keeping that left shoulder back, pushing those hips in the opposite direction. Keep breathing. Big deep breath in. And bring it back up. And release. Okay. Hope everybody's doing well. Just make sure you keep on breathing. what I want to do next is you'll need to find a wall. We're going to stretch this front part. Actually, it'll go down to our biceps a little bit. And I will tell you, actually, from our, was it our Saturday? No, it's our Tuesday workout. My biceps. I don't know what we did with my biceps, but they hurt. So we're going to find the wall. And what you're going to do is you're going to put your palm on the wall. All right? Just right up next to you. Okay, it's going to be right up next to you. It doesn't have to be behind you or anything like this. You're just going to put it out right next to you. Okay. So what I want to do is I'm going to take, my arm is right up. I don't have it behind me at all. You can, because you can't even see it in the video, right? So what I'm going to do though is I am going to take my inner foot. So my left hand is on the wall. So my left foot is going to step forward just slightly. Take it easy because you're going to feel it faster than you think you're going to feel it. And I'm going to lean into that front foot. So you can see my legs aren't even that far apart. I took just a slight step. And now you'll see my fingertips back there, and I'm stretching that front part of my chest, upper chest, through my shoulder and into my bicep. Take several big deep breaths. If you can take a bigger step once you start getting looser or lean more into it, do that. Big deep breath in and out each time. Every time you exhale, lean a little bit further forward, not much. You don't need much at all. Don't hurt yourself. This is a very deep stretch. Keep breathing. And now lean back and drop that arm, shake it out a little bit. You probably feel how tense it is, how tight it got. Now we're gonna do the other side. Again, that arm is right out next to you at shoulder height. Okay, if you can't put your hand on the wall flat, just put your fingertips on the wall. That's completely fine. You can just hit your fingertips. You don't have to press all the way flat down, okay? So my right hand is on the wall, which means my right foot is going to step forward. Very small step. Test yourself first to see how tight you are, especially if you're putting that palm all the way on the wall. You're definitely going to feel this more. Doesn't mean it doesn't work the other way. It's deeper when it's on the wall, obviously, because you're tightening more tendons and muscles, ligaments, everything. Keep taking big deep breaths. Lean into it. On each exhale, lean just a fraction of an inch further. Feel that stretch through the bicep, through the shoulder, across the chest. Good. Keep breathing. And lean back to release that gently. Okay. What I want you to do now is we are going to take our right arm out to the side. It's straight. I'm going to bring it across the front of my body. I'm going to bring my left arm up and under. Now you can either grab it below the elbow or above the elbow, depends on your flexibility, okay? What I want you to think about though, as you pull this across, I want you to make sure you're pushing this down from your ear. I don't want this. This is not what we're doing, okay? You need to push it down, nice long neck, pulling this across. You're pulling this across. So you're getting a stretch through that shoulder and that upper back, shoulder blade area. It's actually even part of your tricep is getting stretched here. Keep breathing. Test it out. You can try it up above your elbow. You can try it below. See where you actually feel the stretch more. I actually feel the stretch more when I'm below my elbow, but that's me. The key though is keeping that shoulder down from the ear. Don't let it start creeping up, okay? Make sure you're pressing it down. You'll feel a difference in your stretch. Keep breathing. And release that. Okay. Take that left arm out. Bring it all the way across. Bring that right arm up and under. Now, you're going to keep that shoulder away from the ear. Press it down. Even just doing this, you're going to feel a difference if you just press it down. You're going to feel a stretch through that neck, the back, that shoulder blade, down through your triceps. Push that shoulder away from the ear. Again, you start feeling it do this. That means you're not going to feel the stretch as much. Just push it back down. Elongate that neck. Keep breathing. And release that. All right, hopefully we are feeling stretching happening. Okay, one more I want to do is a twist. Okay, so everybody's going to have a different different level of this exercise that they can get into. So you're going to need a wall by you. Okay, so I am going to have my right arm on the wall. Okay. And I'm going to keep my hips facing forward as much as I can. My hips are facing forward and I'm twisting toward the wall. I keep my core tight and my hips forward, and then I look back over that shoulder. Okay? Hips are forward. Don't let them start turning because then you defeat the purpose. Hips are forward. You're looking back over that shoulder. Breathe in and release that. Keep yourself same position that you were, hips forward, and you're going to reach back with that left arm. Keep those hips right here, turning that upper body. So it's almost like you're pulling. You're pulling this way and you're twisting the top away from it. So pull this, even if you have to pull on yourself, that's fine. It's a new stretch for you. Looking over that shoulder. Breathing. And release it. Okay. One final stretch. What I want you to do is your hands are going to be palms out. Okay, you're going to have a circle here from in between your chest and your hand and the top of your hands. You are going to tuck your butt in. Okay, so it's out. I'm going to tuck my butt in and concave my belly. So my butt's in, belly is in, and I pull my shoulder blades apart. So I'm pressing my hands out and I'm pulling my shoulder blades apart in the back. My knees are soft, my butt is tucked in. My belly is concave. Good. Breathing. Pull those shoulder blades apart. Pull them apart. You got to think about it. You got to pull them apart. And release that. I said one more, but I meant there's actually two. So the next one that I want to do is you're going to take your right hand out. This is the actual final one for each side. Fingers are down, my arms out straight, and I very gently just press that hand Those fingertips, I'm pressing them back, getting a stretch down that forearm. So my arm is out straight. Okay. Especially if you're typing all day, this is one you should probably do several times a day. Just hold it for about 30 seconds or so, a couple times a day. Good. And release. We'll do the other side. So my left arm out, fingers down. Use my other hand to gently, very gently give pressure. I'm not pulling on anything, I'm just giving pressure here on my fingers. My arms out straight. Still need to breathe. Gotta stretch out those muscles. Breathing. And release. All right, stagger your step. Big deep breath in right here. And exhale. Relax those shoulders down. One more big deep breath right here. And exhale, let those shoulders drop down, relaxed. And that is your 30-minute stretch for a Wednesday, March 10th. This will be in the recordings. You can do it anytime you like. Thank you so much for watching. And I always leave feedback. I'm always loving feedback that people give to me during the workouts and the stretches. So that is it. Have a fantastic evening. I hope you sleep well. Or whenever you're doing this, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you.